What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to talk about new executive orders coming out literally within less than 48 hours, what we could expect, what could be coming, and what might affect you in a positive way. In addition to that, we're going to talk about how the third stimulus check could end up being more money than expected and how that could come to fruition, along with probably a few other things. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos coming out regarding the third stimulus check and the third stimulus package. And give this video a like for us down below. It really helps out our channel. Okay, first, let's hear a little bit about the new executive orders that are going to be happening now in less than 48 hours, and then we'll talk about it.
Joining me now, MSNBC political reporter Ali Vitali and Guardian reporter Kenya Evelyn. Ali, we spend an entire campaign cycle where all we hear is on day one, on day one, on day one. Well, day one is almost here. What policies can we expect to see in the next few weeks?
Thankfully almost here, because we've been hearing these promises and now it's time to see if they're able to put them into action. We know that incoming Chief of Staff Ron Klain has laid out this list of policy priorities to senior White House staff. You listed a few of them, but really what Klain's memo lays out is the policy priorities for the first 10 days. It's going to be a flurry of executive actions to get a lot of these things done, and they include things like what you mentioned: getting America back in the Paris Climate Accords, reversing the Muslim ban, promising to find a way to reunite those children who had been separated from their parents at the border. All of those things that Biden spoke about on the campaign trail and now hoping to put into action. And they all harken back to these four themes, these four crises that we have talked about for so many months: climate change, the recession, the coronavirus crisis, and racial injustice. All of these things that were packaged up during the campaign, now Biden hoping to make good on them during his first days in office. I would note, though, in memos like this, you're looking at what the list of priorities are, but you're also looking at what's not in there. And what wasn't mentioned in this memo was the insurrection on Capitol Hill and the buzz around impeachment in Washington, D.C. Clearly, this is an administration in waiting that knows they're going to have a lot to juggle. At the same time, though, if you look at what we're hearing about Biden's remarks for the inaugural, he's going to be hitting themes of unity, themes of healing. It's, I think, going to be another one of those moments where we're hearing Democratic operatives and sources saying that, yet again, the moment is meeting Biden where he's always been.
Now, we've already heard from the Biden administration and from Ron Klain, who is the incoming White House Chief of Staff, that there might be at least a dozen executive orders on just the first day, and they will have multiple executive orders going every day until the first 10 days at least. And there's several that could affect you that we know about so far. They're kind of keeping a tight lip on a lot of these. They've let out some of them. Student loan payment pausing. They're going to pause student loan payments, most likely. They're going to extend the mortgage and rental eviction moratorium, and they're going to do that through an executive order. We're also going to possibly see, there's several of them. We're going to possibly see student loan forgiveness. There's been a debate back and forth. The Trump administration is trying to say now that you can't do student loan forgiveness through an executive order. However, Chuck Schumer and multiple Democrats said this even when President Donald Trump was in office, that President Trump or Biden, the current president, or when Trump was president, which he technically still is now, that the president could do student loan forgiveness with simply a presidential executive order. Now, Chuck Schumer says it can be up to $50,000 in student loan forgiveness. Joe Biden has on his own actual website, joebiden.com, that he would like to provide student loan forgiveness of up to, actually it says, I think, a minimum of $10,000. Let's look at it. Okay, as you can see here, this is the Biden Economic Action Plan to save the economy. This is where we get a lot of details on what he wants to do when he becomes president. When we scroll down here to student loan forgiveness, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, as proposed by Senator Warren and colleagues. Young people and other student debt holders bore the brunt of the last crisis, and it shouldn't happen again. They actually say that up to 1 in 6 adults in America right now has student loan debt. You also can see here this other big one right here: increase monthly Social Security checks by $200 per month, as proposed by Senator Wyden and colleagues. Seniors and people with disabilities are uniquely at risk right now. Now, it's up for debate whether these two things can be passed through a presidential executive order or if they can be passed through Congress with a stimulus package. I mean, we know for sure they could be passed through a stimulus package, but could they be passed through presidential executive order? Chuck Schumer seems to think so. Chuck Schumer is basically the new Mitch McConnell. He is going to be the leader of the Senate, I believe he said on Wednesday. So we're within less than 48 hours of Chuck Schumer becoming the Senate Majority Leader, and Mitch McConnell will no longer be the Senate Majority Leader. So Mitch McConnell will not be in charge of very much in the Senate at all. The Majority Leader basically has all the power on which bills get voted on, which bills get tabled and delayed, like that $2,000 stimulus check bill, the Cash Act that passed the House. Well, Chuck Schumer says that he can cancel up to $50,000 in student loan debt per borrower simply with a presidential executive order. As you can see here on this chart, will basically say how much it will cost the United States government to do this. The most likely one here is $10,000 of student loan debt canceled. If they did that, 36% of borrowers with student loan debt would have all of their debt erased, 36%, and about 25% of federally held student loan debt would be completely gone and erased. Now, if they did do $10,000 of student loan debt, that would cost about $371 billion. So, for example, the next stimulus package is $1.9 trillion. So, what is that? That's about 1/5 or 1/6 of the stimulus package. So, about 20% of the $1.9 trillion is what student loan forgiveness would cost if they were to cancel $10,000 of student loan forgiveness. So about 20% of just this next package that they're going to pass is about what it would cost the government to cancel student loan debt. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Do you think student loan debt should be canceled, or at least a portion of it, say up to $10,000? Because this is a very real possibility now that we have a Democratic House, Senate, and Joe Biden as the president incoming here within less than 48 hours. I will have to look into how much it would cost to do the $200 per month Social Security increase, which is also becoming a very real possibility now that Joe Biden will be taking office, and Chuck Schumer, who has been in favor of this in the past, is the Senate Majority Leader. I expect that it would cost a lot less because we're talking about $200 per month, not $10,000. So my thought is it would be a lot less than that, but I will have to research that. Let me know your thoughts on if you think they should do that also down below in the comments. Also next, let's talk about the possibility of the third stimulus check being a larger stimulus check. And by larger, we mean instead of being $1,400 and being a plus up $2,000, basically the $600 plus the $1,400 would equal the $2,000. And the possibility of making that $2,000 on their own. A lot of people are upset that it's not $2,000 plus the $600. And AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Democrat in the House of Representatives, is leading the push to make these stimulus checks larger. Now, personally, I really think you should focus on the positives, not the negatives here. Let's talk about a couple of different things. But number one, I really feel that negativity, and as you know, I don't focus on negativity on this channel. I try to focus on positivity. Of course, I'll tell you the negative stuff, but I don't like, a lot of people they lead with negativity. I always try to lead with positivity. I feel that negativity is kind of a virus in your life, and you can look at things two different ways with the exact same thing happening. So one person down below in the comments, you'll see, Oh, they're thankful they just got the $600, and they're even more thankful that there's another $1,400 on the way. The bill that already passed the House of Representatives and was just delayed by Mitch McConnell. Now Mitch McConnell's out, so it's an almost certainty that the $1,400 is coming. So they got $600 and $1,400. If we go back and look a month ago, the second stimulus check package didn't even have a check in there. Okay, so one person would say they're very thankful they got the 600 and the 1400 is coming, and they've added the $300 per week unemployment extension. There's mortgage and rental assistance coming. There's all these different things, okay? And then you'll see another person, exact same situation, because it's what's really happening. They're mad that 600, they only got $600. If they're a family of four, they only got $2,400. They're mad that they only got $600 per person. And then they're mad that the next check is only going to be $1,400. And it's only going to be $1,400 for children, which is higher than we've ever had, 500 to 600 in the past. And there's going to be checks for adult dependents now. So do you see how you can look at the same situation and one person could be like happy all day with their life and the other person could be mad all day that the government's giving them stimulus checks? So my personal opinion is you should lead with positivity and quash that negativity out of your life. I'll tell you a quick story. My wife and I used to own a limo and bus company. We started it back in 2003 with one limo. I got a loan for the limo and it was a Hummer limo. I literally got a loan for the entire limo. And I'm an internet person, so I put up a website. And I literally, the first day I put up a website, I started getting calls on it. So we started to hire drivers. And 10 years later, we'll fast forward a little bit, we sold the company at 15,000 customers. We had a whole fleet of limos and buses, all sorts of limos, buses, airport cars, all sorts of stuff. But what would happen is I would see this all the time with all my employees. Okay, we'll focus on the drivers here because I had mechanics and secretaries and different people. I would have drivers that would go out in wedding and prom season. They would make like $1,000 in like 3 or 4 days. Okay, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome! I made $1,000 in 3 days." Okay, in prom and wedding season, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And then literally like 2 or 3 days later on Monday, they'd come into the office and see their schedule, and they'd be all mad that they got this run and somebody else got that run and that they were totally unhappy. And I'm like, just 2 days ago, you were telling me how happy you were. They just made $1,000 literally in just a couple days, which is very similar to getting a stimulus check. So and it's just like you got to focus on the positives because there's always negative things to focus on and it will make you unhappy in life. So focus on the positive that you just got a stimulus check and there's another one coming. There's mortgage and rental assistance coming. There's unemployment boost. There's all these different buckets of money in these stimulus packages that pass. A lot of that money's still coming out. And the next stimulus check and next stimulus package. And you can even look at it this way, is that Joe Biden has said that there will be stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. And that's not going to go away anytime soon. And we now know that they can pass more packages and checks through the reconciliation process where they will only need 51 votes in the Senate. Okay? 51 votes in the Senate. And the Democrats can do that on their own because they have 50. And when there's a tiebreaker, 50-50 tie, the tiebreaker vote, the 51st vote, goes to the vice president, who will be Kamala Harris. So they're going to be able to push through packages and checks on their own, literally without any Republican support at all. Now, of course, we want Republican support because, we want to try to be a unified country. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of Republicans in the Senate that just don't want to pass any more stimulus. And they're going to be mad, but they're going to pass it anyways without them and use the reconciliation rule when they have to. So honestly, try to be positive. They're pushing to try to make the third stimulus check higher. But in all reality, the $1,400 check with $1,400 for children and $1,400 at least for adult dependents is the highest stimulus check we've ever had. We had $1,200 before. That's $1,400 is higher. And that check only had $500 for children. And the second check was only $600 for children. Now it's going to be $1,400 for children too. That's more than double, okay? And they're going to include adult dependents this time around. So honestly, this third stimulus check is a blessing. It's higher in every which way or form. And it was never really promised that it was going to be $2,000 plus 600. That bill that passed the House, the Cash Act, was exactly what is pretty much in the bill now. It was to make the $600 increased to $2,000, which is basically $1,400. But they did a really good job of including children in there and adult dependents of at least $1,400. There's a possibility that adult dependents who didn't get the previous stimulus checks may also get those stimulus checks now. So personally, I think everything about the third stimulus check is good news. It's higher than ever, higher for children, higher for adult dependents, and there's more coming after this, okay? And the stimulus package has all sorts of different things in there: mortgage and rental assistance, student loan payments, pausing, all these different things in there. So yeah, my advice is try to stay positive. Be happy that we're getting stimulus checks now. Remember how long we waited for the second one, and there wasn't even supposed to be a stimulus check in that package. And at the last minute, the cry and the push from Americans and from congressmen and congresswomen made that $600. They took the money away from states and cities and gave it to you guys as a $600 check. Originally, there was no check in there. Okay, so now we got that, and then we now have the $1,400 minimum third stimulus check, which could be increased to $2,000 if AOC and other congressmen and congresswomen get their way. Either way, I'm thankful that there is going to be the highest stimulus check ever, and I'm also thankful that there's more on the way after that. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I will have another video for you guys at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Remember, new videos come out at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight, there will be another 11 p.m. because there's just so much news coming out now with the inauguration so close. You have to just tune in at 11, so just go on YouTube and type in It's Jimmy and go directly to my channel because you will not get a notification for the 11 p.m. videos. If you haven't gotten your second stimulus check yet, click this bottom video here on how you can trace it and find out where it's at. This top video is my newest stimulus check video. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.